Hello, welcome my friend from wherever you are watching from Nigeria or from anywhere around about the world. My name is David and you are on All CBTs. Today we want to take some very likely questions that you should encounter in your JAMB examination this year. Okay, so this is the fourth part in the series we've been taking. The series will end in 7 videos. So this is the fourth video, taking part 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth one, so you can get into the channel to check for all of those other parts. Some were 40 questions, some were 30 questions. And sit down, understand them, and maximize them. Alright, now if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section just briefly, and I will definitely be the one to take your questions. Okay, before we jump right in, let me know what your name is and what you are hoping to become in the future. Right, so for example, my name is David and I'd like to be a pilot. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Alright, so quickly do that in the comment section and we'll get into it. Let's go. First question, Dramatis personae. Alright, that's a literal term. Okay, what does it mean? Dramatis personae in a play refers to words. A, cast list, B, list of characters, C, protagonist and antagonist. Okay, and then D, order of appearance. So we're going to eliminate the ones that is not before we go to the ones that could be. So order of appearance would mean like serial number, the way they are arranged in a play, the way the characters are arranged in a play. But that's not what dramatis characters mean. A personae mean. So that's wrong. And you have protagonist, which is like the central character, the main character in a play. And antagonist would be his opposite, his villain. Okay, or supporting character sometimes. That's not what it is. Then you have cast list. Okay, cast list would be the modern word for dramatis personae, but the one that most takes this word, or that is the most correct, okay, for dramatis personae is the list of characters in a play. All right, you know, if you turn this upside down, this is what you get, but this is the most correct option. So sometimes in questions you will see options that are very, very close. You have to go with the best one or the better one. So dramatis personae just simply mean the list of the characters, okay, in a play. Okay, so moving forward, question 2. This question is based on 7 classes. She swallowed it all, just like a nasty pill. She swallowed it all, just like a nasty pill. The literary device employed here is what? Okay, employed here. She swallowed it all, just like. So we can see like in play, and we can see like in play. There is comparison using like, and what is that? Simile. So simile is the comparison of something to another thing using as like. Okay. Question 3. My hand is a quiet drum. Sometimes it flares like a patched thunder, cracking through a damask sky. It lifts me up in its fired spectacle. So they are James in the literary work Dramatis. Now, okay, the imagery in the excerpt above is largely what? Okay. Now, the imagery. What did you get when you see this? What parts of your senses were in use when you read this? Okay, let's go through it again. My heart is a quiet drum. Sometimes it flares like a patched thunder, cracking through. Okay, thunder, you don't see thunder, right? You hear thunder. Okay, so you can see the use of hearing, right? Through a damask sky. It lifts me up in its fired spectacle. Okay, we also see sky. You see spectacle. the use of the eyes. We see thunder, the use of the ears. So we can go with what? So let's see the options now. You have olfactory.
Get the cheapest science materials from allschoollabs.com.
Olfactory means smell, visual. So you say smell and visual. There's nothing that activates our smelling or our smell. We didn't use our smell for anything when we went through this. So because there is smell here, this is wrong. Okay. Auditory. So the hearing and the seeing, like I said. We saw hearing and we saw seeing. We saw hearing here, thunder cracking. You hear thunder with your ears, and then you see spectacle, you see sky. You can see these things with your eyes. So this will be the answer. Tactile. Tactile is touch. Okay, there's nothing like touch here. So this is wrong. Olfactory is here again. You're hearing. So we don't have anything of hearing here, so that's also wrong. Question 4. She wanted to split herself, but she checked herself. Get dressed, she said earnestly. Okay, now note that this is a quote. She said earnestly, get dressed and let's go. You know I have a lot of things to do. And if we are going to meet again, she slapped the bed. Okay, yeah, the quote starts even from here, and then you have the simpler quotes here. She slapped the bed. Then it will be here. It will be like the Samson and Delilah. In the passage above, the speaker can be described as what? Okay, we can see the speaker talking to someone, and the speaker is a female talking to another female, right? Right? Okay, so the speaker says to the female, get dressed. Issues a command to the female. I have a lot of things to do. Get dressed. Let's move. So giving an instruction. Okay, so let's see. In the passage above, the speaker can be said to be described as hungry. Do you see anything relating to hunger here? She say, I want to eat. No, she's not hungry. Domineering. Okay. Yes, we can go with domineering because she instructs, she commands this other lady, get up, let's get out of here. So friendly, we don't see any friendly tone here. Treacherous, no, we don't see any treacherous or evil intentions there. So the most logical from this, are there other options? Let's see. No, so the most logical from this is domineering, controlling. Question 5. This question is based on the lion and the jewel. So we took this question from the lion and the jewel writing. The indication that Shoinka's The Lion and the Jewel is culturally set is its use of dash. Shoinka's The Lion and the Jewel is culturally set is the use of dash. One prominent thing in the Shoinka's piece of work or work of art literature is dance and songs. So dance and songs, in fact, it has a cultural theme backed with dance and songs. So this definitely is undisputed. Alright. So, and it's that. Now if you've watched the question 5 and you're enjoying this video, quickly comment in the comment section. I'm enjoying it. Thank you for the good work. And if you're yet to be subscribed to the channel, you better do so now. So that when I make updates to these questions, you'll be notified by YouTube and you can come to watch. Question 6. This question is based on the leader and the lead. By the way, who wrote the leader and the lead? Remember, let me know in the comment section. Give me the name of that. Right, okay, let's go. The hyena says the crown is made for him. In quotes. So it starts from there and stops here. The hyena or hyena says the crown is made for him. In the above except, the use of the word crown is a good deployment of words. Okay, when the hyena is talking about crown, sorry, my name is changing. Maybe it's this. When the hyena uses the word crown here, it says the crown is mine, the crown belongs to me. What is it talking about? What is this animal talking about? It's talking about the throne. The hyena using the word crown is talking about the throne, right? So crown is a symbol for kingship, power, authority, or throne. Okay, you get it now, yeah? Okay, so it's a good deployment of what you have oxymoron, imagery, personification, synecdoche. These are all figures of speech. But the correct one is synecdoche. That is the use of symbols. Okay, the use of symbols, symbolism. So the hyena says the crown, or it could also be said as the hyena says the throne is made for him. So once you hear the throne, you know it's referring to rulership, right? So and that is synecdoche in play. Wow, we are enjoying it. We are moving forward, you see. The exclusive right given to authors to protect their work from unlawful production is what? Chorus answer, everybody. You should know this one. If they wake you up 1 a.m., you know this one. The exclusive right given to authors to protect their work from unlawful production is called copyright. So, for example, now, this work I'm doing now, I could copyright it, okay, so that nobody would share this publication. But no, this one is free to use. So you can download it, you can share it, you can use it, you just should not edit it. Where I'm now saying the answer is C. Because you know, this day and age, anything is possible. Okay? 8. The narrative style in which the hero tells his own story. Now, either hero or whatever, or villain, anybody telling his own story, or anybody in the first person telling his own story or recounting an incident, okay, by himself, of which he was the main character or the character in that retelling or story, it's always the first person. Okay, when the hero is telling his story directly, the first person. Lineation. What is lineation? You can even pick the answer from there. You can see like this, so at least we can have a fair idea. The arrangement of lines in verse form. The arrangement of lines in verse form is what lineation is. Every other thing here is not correct. Okay, so lineation is the arrangement of lines in a verse. Okay. 10. The subject matter of a literal work is the dash. The subject matter of a literal work is the dash. You have the theme, the plot, the structure, or the setting. Which is it? So the subject matter. Subject matter means the central idea. The central idea will mean what? The theme, what the work is about. So that's the theme, okay, the central idea. Then you have 11. A metrical pause occurring in the middle of a line in a poem is called dash. Okay, when the poem is going on and there's a deliberate pause. Okay, there's a deliberate pause. Oftentimes it can be used to increase tension, increase intrigue, draw emotion, you understand, or reduce the pace of that poem. So, what is it called? You have tetrameter, you have redeem. A tetrameter will mean four pauses. Four pauses of 4 lines, I think. Then you have reading. Reading is the flow, okay, not pause. Then you have causarian, that's the answer, causarian. And then you have assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds. Okay, repetition of vowel sounds. So assonance is not reading, because we are talking about pause. So the correct answer is causarian. Okay, are you still there? We're having fun here. See, learning is fun. Learning is fun. No, learning is fun. The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea. I love it. You can see the repetition of sounds there. Okay? The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. Interesting. The dominant figure of speech in the above passage is what? A. Repetition. Yes, it's repetition, but what is it called? You have alliteration, paradox, rhyme, scheme. It's not paradox, of course, and it's repetition. And this is not even how to spell repetition, but the correct one is what? alliteration. You can see constant repetition of consonant sounds. Okay, so repetition is a good term, but alliteration covers it because alliteration gives us the exact repetition that is in play, which is repetition of consonant sounds. Are you still there? Okay, now the thing, carrying these oily T's, dropping down the T's. These oily T's, dropping down the T's on your depressed face, we want it to be staunched, I swear. It'll be worry, icky, rico, oily T's. Okay? The tone of the poet is what? See, the poet said this from here. The poet started from this. These oily T's, dripping down the T's on your depressed face, we want it to be staunched, I swear. I feel so touched. See, I don't like to be emotional. When I read people crying or emotional, I get emotional.
Run quick tests and analysis. Visit analysis.africa.
I'm the type that cries when you watch emotional movies. But yeah, you can see the poet here is trying to console someone. He says, these tears that is flowing in your face will one day be staunched. That means will dry up one day. So it's like hope. It's like consolation. So what's the tone? Is it supplicatory? Is it begging or pleading? No, it's not pleading. Is it optimistic? Yes, it is. Sympathetic is a better word. Piteous, no. It's not self-pity here. Sympathetic, we have sympathetic, we have optimistic. It's sympathetic. The poet is sympathetic to the person crying. See. So sympathetic is a better option. The poet is sympathetic to the person crying. He's also optimistic for him, but he is more, the content is a sympathetic content for the person who is crying. Are you still there now? 14. In drama, the list of characters is referred to as dash. I'm going to stop in 15 for this video. We're going to split it. We're going to take another maybe 15 or 20 and then we'll finish the rest. In drama, the list of characters is referred to as, we saw this earlier, question 1, right? In drama, the list of characters is referred to as, you have prologue, that's the content before you go into, it's not prologue. You have Dramatis, personae, cast plot, we saw this before, so we don't need to waste our time, it's just twisted the game. Dramatis, personae. And then we're going to stop here. A literary work that ridicules human weaknesses to correct them is known as dash. A parody. What's parody? Parody is humor. Is humor. Okay? Satire. You have farce. You have bullseye. Both of these are like exaggeration. Using exaggeration in a literary work. So let's leave this too. It's not that. You have satire. Satire is the correct option. It is using the weakness of a person in order to correct them or to correct it. Okay? So parody is not. Parody is also just like, but in satire and parody, two things are common. Humor. We use humor to express something. But when you're talking about ridiculing human weaknesses in a funny way to correct that weakness, it is satire that is at play there. Right, so with that, we'll come to the end of this one. We're just going to take a short break so I can take some water and refresh, come to take another set of 15, or probably I'll just finish it. So make sure that you subscribe and you check the channel immediately now for this second batch, right? Also, you can download this, like many people have been writing us that they're downloading it. That's good. And share with your friends. You can also download many of those videos and refresh yourself on them, especially as your exam draws closer. My name is David, and if you enjoy this work, please give the video a thumbs up and smash the share button to share it right now to your friends or your study community. I'll see you in the next one very shortly. Bye. Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the video you just watched. To see more content as that, preparing you for your upcoming exam, make sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on notification. Also, remember that you can use the comment section to send us your questions or your inquiries, and we are happy to take them. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.